Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Carrie Heaps with Chromatic Council and I'm so glad that you're joining me today. I am doing a color card reading for our summer palette people. So if you are a summer, this color card reading is for you. This is for entertainment purposes only, so just keep that in mind. But if I do say something that resonates with you, I'm so glad, and I hope that it will help you, but again, keep in mind it is for entertainment purposes only. And again, we are doing this for our summer palette people. So if you have not had a color analysis done, there are 4 main seasons. There is winter, summer, autumn, and spring. So if you fall into one of those categories, there are certain personality traits that you do have. So again, I'm doing separate color card readings for each season. Today we're doing summer. And if you are a summer, most typical summers are very calm, they're elegant, they're thoughtful, they're refined. They have, as far as their most personality traits are concerned, they're very empathetic. They have really good introspective. They're detail-oriented. They're graceful. They're diplomatic. They do prefer harmony. They try to avoid confrontation, and they try to work towards a resolution, both personally and professionally. They're also highly dependable. They can also be seen as a quiet strength or emotionally intelligent. Some of the most powerful people in the world are of the summer palette. So if you are a summer, this reading is actually for you. So this is something new that I am doing. The color cards, I typically will shuffle these, and again, I'm not the best shuffle person, so I'm going to do the best that I can. I just kind of shuffle the cards, and I'm going to draw 3 that I am drawn to for our summer palette people. So again, if you have not had a color analysis, you are welcome to click on the link in the show notes below, and you can have your colors done online by me and determine what your season is. So again, this is going to be a color reading for summer. Now I'm going to go ahead and just select 3 cards out of the pile here of our color cards. Now these particular cards that I am working with today are color cards that you can utilize for the healing power of color, what colors you might want to use, for mind, body, or soul, whatever you're kind of looking for. This isn't so much about what you're wearing, but what you need to have in front of you to look at, to visualize and see directly in front of you. So the colors that I pull more than likely will not be from the summer palette. They're just going to be colors that a summer might want to have around them right now based upon how they are feeling. So I am going to go ahead and pull 3 cards for my summer palette people. Let's pick this one. Azure, Protect Yourself. And let's pull this one. Amber, Awaken Your Creativity. And just one more. I think I'm going to go towards this end of the deck. I'm being kind of called to go over here. Let's choose this one. Emerald, Calm Your Mind, Body, and Soul. So we have 3 really great cards here for our summer palette. We have Azure, our blue, we have Amber, and we have Emerald. So I'm going to go over these as well, what each color is actually going to mean for you. And, again, this is about having these colors around you. So right now, if you're a summer, the Azure blue, which is almost like a sky blue, as you can see here from the photo, Azure is all about protecting yourself. So when we think of protecting ourselves, I know a lot of people probably think in terms of maybe self-defense, but it's really about protecting yourself with boundaries. So there might be some of you who are summers who are listening right now who have really been having issues with boundaries, maybe with other people, personally or professionally. Maybe they are crossing your boundaries, or maybe they're taking advantage of you right now, and you know that, and you really need to get that to stop because it's draining you a little bit. And you want to make sure that you catch that and stop it before it gets worse. So, you could have with this particular color of blue, again, this is all about having this color around you where you can focus on it and see it. And think in terms of putting yourself first when we're, protecting ourselves. We want to put ourselves first before everyone else. Not that we're being selfish, but because if we don't put ourselves first and take care of ourselves, I just did a similar reading for winter, and they had something similar pop up where grounding yourself and taking care of yourself, and that seems to be kind of a running theme for everyone right now. But you might have a picture of a sunset or, maybe a painting in your office or at home that has this particular shade of blue, or maybe your drapes or curtains are this color. Maybe even the carpeting that you have could be this color, or perhaps maybe somebody sent you a card that has a sunset on it that has a similar color of blue. But you want to look at this and focus on it, focus on this color to establish good boundaries and protect yourself, mind, body, and soul. The second card that we pulled for you here is amber. And amber is an excellent color. This is really good for creativity. If you've been kind of stuck, maybe you're thinking in terms of what can I do next? What can I do now? The world is changing. What do I need to kind of look at as far as the what I'm creating, what I'm putting out in the world, or what am I going to work on next? Maybe you've just recently been laid off and you're looking for a new position and you really need to find something. You want to find something where you're going to be able to create more. Maybe that doesn't mean necessarily for drawing or painting, but creating maybe websites or creating pictures for photography, or creating something. Maybe you like to sew, maybe you like photography, just something for your creative arts, just something about the right side of your brain, the creative part that is really wanting to unleash. Maybe you're looking at writing a book, or starting a new business where you are helping other people be creative. Maybe you're in dance or physical fitness and you're really wanting to create new routines. Be around the amber color. This is really going to spark your creativity and really get those creative juices flowing. Now, this could be that you have an amber ring, amber, the birthstone amber. You might have some jewelry that you can wear, because even a bracelet or a ring where it's in front of you quite a bit, where you can see it and you are around it a lot. So it's going to remind you, you're going to be looking at it. Jewelry's a little bit different. You can wear jewelry that has these colors in it if they're bracelets or rings, because they're right in front of your face. You're going to be looking at them all the time. So think in terms with the amber that it could be a piece of jewelry as well, or perhaps again it's a painting or picture that you have in your office, or even just a little trinket. Even something as simple as a pencil sharpener could be kind of a similar sort of same color, kind of looks a little bit more orange, but you could have that on your desk to kind of remind you that, hey, I need to awaken my creativity. This is something that I need to do. I need to take time to create and be in that creative space. Now, the last card that we pulled here for our summer palette is Emerald. So Emerald helps you calm your mind, body, and soul. As you can see here, this is kind of like a almost like a well that has maybe some green stones in it that's making the water look green. But you might have an emerald ring, perhaps, or an emerald bracelet, or maybe you have a photo. Maybe this is something on your vision board that you want to buy yourself an emerald ring or an emerald bracelet, and you're able to look at that every day. But emerald is a very strong color, and it can help calm you. Quiet down is the message that I'm getting. More quieting down your mind so you can hear what your body and your soul is really needing. Like, what is your next step? I really feel like with these color cards that I pulled for you today, the amber, the emerald, and both of these are stone, kind of in the stone era, amber and emerald, you can get those in jewelry. So it's almost like the message for a summer today is you want to protect yourself, have boundaries up, and have good boundaries so you can work on what you need to work on and create what you need to create. Have that creative space to create whatever it is, whether that's a book or it's a maybe it's a picture or a series of pictures that you're going to publish, or maybe it's making jewelry. That also kind of popped up in my brain too, making jewelry, maybe with some fine stones, not something that's costume related, but fine jewelry. And same thing too with the emerald. You need to quiet down your mind and listen to what your body and your soul needs, so that creativity can awaken and those creative juices can start flowing, and you can start to create whatever it is that you're needing to make space at this point in your life to create. So those are some things to keep in mind. So those are the 3 cards that I pulled for all of my wonderful summers. So I do, again, this is for entertainment purposes, but if what I have shared with you today helps you and resonates with you, I think that's wonderful. If you would also like to get a copy of the color cards that I use, I'll leave my affiliate link in the show notes below as well, so you can, sometimes it's easier just to have the photos up and the pictures up on your desk so you can take a look at them rather than trying to find things. But again, sometimes I think it helps if you are able to look around and find, what do I have that's an amber color or an emerald color, because it might again spark that creativity, and just, maybe you find maybe it's an emerald ring you haven't worn in a really long time, and you bring it out and it just kind of evokes some memories and some things that you haven't thought about in a while. So sometimes it just helps to sort of have that treasure hunt as well. So again, I hope what I shared with you today resonates with all of my summers. And again, if you have not had a color analysis, if you are unsure if you are a summer or a winter or a spring, click on the link in the show notes below, and I am happy to do a virtual color analysis with you to determine your season. Again, I hope this helps, and I hope everyone has an amazing rest of your week.